What is up, my friends? Welcome to another review of
Furious 7.
Furious 7. Today is National Beer Day, so get your beer on. Clink. Cheers, bro.
And we also have these beers for another reason. We're gonna pour one out for
Paul Walker.
Pouring one out for the homie. Let's get on to this review, Bennett. Alright, so Bennett, let's talk about some things we liked in this movie. What did you like in this movie? What stood out to you?
First things first, obviously this has been known, it's a Hollywood movie, so you have all the CGI, you have all the special effects. Main credits, just open that out. It's something to expect from the movie if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen a Fast and Furious movie, just expect just Hollywood, straight up Hollywood. Everything just is all there. You know, you got the special, the zoom, you have the explosions, you have this like the city's falling and everything like that. So that stood out. All the special effects I haven't seen in a while, so I was like, oh, it's very, very Hollywood.
Yeah.
So second thing that stood out was things that I liked about it was the whole movie sums up all the movies all together into this one movie. So what I'm trying to say as an example would probably be the stunts. They bring back the stunts, they bring back the dialogue, and they also bring back a whole plot line that carries on to this movie from Furious 6. So, you know, in this movie they took down one of the brothers to get Mia back, and then in this one the brother comes and haunts them. So, or quote unquote comes to haunt them. But that stood out to me. So I feel like this movie really summed up itself as a core. So I like that a lot. The characters were excellent. The stunts were amazing, guys. Like as you can see in the previews, they come out of a jet plane, or they come out of a plane in their cars and parachute down to this road. It's awesome. It's legit. It's so cool.
These stunts they're doing in this film, they're like no holds bar now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how silly they are or how out there they are. They're gonna do them. They're gonna put them on screen,
right?
And they're gonna do a job of making it look pretty damn believable.
Yeah.
So
I noticed too when they're in the trying to track down the hacker and save her.
So towards the
end of the action scenes, they're swapping out the girl, and she's trying to hack into they're playing a little keep away, and Paul Walker's got her in his car, and he goes, we're going old school, and he drops the hydraulics and gets underneath the truck.
Yeah,
and,
like in the first one.
Yeah, like in the first one. So that's what I mean by they're bringing in, they're bringing some of the old stunts back into the new.
Definitely,
scene.
that's nice.
I thought it was a really cool trick. I was like, I haven't seen that in a while. They do something. It's not really fresh, but they kind of revitalized it in a sense. So what did you like about this?
Some of the things I liked in this film. First off, like we were saying before, all the action scenes in here, they're over the top, but they do a great job of making them look quality and looking believable. I love that. One of the other things that I like is that this film is really doing a great job of portraying this family inside the film as well as outside the film. Regarding Paul Walker, his death, and what he meant to Vin Diesel and Tyrese and all of them, as well as in the film, is what he meant. I love the fact that they brought in the brothers, and I think that they were successful with what they tried to do, and I think that they were successful with what they tried to do with these brothers and with all the CG and everything. I thought that was really good. I thought it was really heartfelt. Some of the other things I liked was the cars. I was a little sad though. There was a Nissan GTR that got blown up, and I was really sad because that's a beautiful, beautiful car. Ronda Rousey was in here. She shouldn't say any lines in any future movies. She's gonna be in the Entourage movie, so she shouldn't say any more lines. But she's awesome at kicking ass. But it's hard to believe that Letty was gonna kick her ass.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they kind of had
She was on roids.
Well, no, but she's not on roids.
She's not on roids. I mean, she's like,
I was just glad that fight ended the way it did. Like, neither of them won. I was glad because I was like, Letty should not be able to kick this woman's ass. Letty's a street fighter, and this girl's like armbar and jiu-jitsu and all that. I was like, so I was happy it was a good fight scene.
It was a real Mortal Kombat scene right there.
Yeah. So I like that. That was really good too. The stunts in here that went throughout the movie, they always kind of ramping up. One thing that I liked about this film is James Wan, he comes from a horror background, so he has to keep that tension throughout the film, and he did a good job with all the action just going up and up and up. Yeah, of course there are times where they have to have the dialogue, but it never like released all the tension. Like the action was building. It would level off a little bit, but then it would get to another action scene. It would build again. It would level off a little bit because there'd be some dialogue, but then it would build, more, and then finally with the big explosion at the end. You know what I mean? Like, I think he did a really good job. I think James Wan did a great job. He handled the Paul Walker death situation very well, and they did the action very well in this film. So those are a few things that I liked.
I loved the tribute at the end.
Oh, another thing, I like the tribute at the end. One of the other things before we get into the tribute, one of the other things I liked is when they get back to Race Wars. I love that.
Oh my god!
They brought some aspects from the beginning of the franchise back into this film and combined it with the new parts of the film and made a nice melding of the whole series. And I like that. Going back to Race Wars, just looking at all those little Asian girls' booties, man, and well, there's white girls and everything too, but all those booties and all those girls. It was a great scene, and it was just a good feeling when they went back to Race Wars. Like right off the bat, you see Iggy Azalea. Well, it's hard to see her because she's so pale.
I didn't see her.
She's so pale, you kind of see right through her.
Really? I didn't see her.
She's the white girl, the pale girl that comes down to Letty and says, "Oh, Letty, da 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 da." That's Iggy Azalea. And then Hector shows up again. Hector.
Okay, I do.
Hector's from the first one. In the first one, they give the money to Hector.
Girl still got a punch.
Yeah. That's him. That's Hector. They give him the money in the first one. And he goes, "Hey, why does Hector get a hold of the money?" And then because Ja Rule goes, "Oh, because Hector's too slow to run away from it, And I was like, "Oh, that's freaking awesome. Hector's there." And so I love how they just kind of brought the whole series together. And I thought that was good. It's a great way, if they possibly end the series here, which I doubt they are. I thought it was a great way. I thought it was a great way that they brought it all together. So let's jump on to some of the things that you thought that they could improve on. Was there anything that you thought they could improve on?
No, dude. I honestly think they wrapped it up really well. Or not, I should say wrapped it up because they're probably making another one like you just said. But they really summed up the movie. I don't feel like there was any negatives about the movie I could really say. I mean, besides the fact that it's very Hollywood, I mean, they could have cut down on CGI a little bit, but I think it was well needed to perform the stunts. A lot of it was, I was entertained the whole time. I wasn't on the edge of my seat because I was like really into it the whole time. So I liked it a lot. I don't have anything, any reflection on it to say that it was, what could be better, because I think they really did a great job with this.
Yeah, I think this movie altogether was a solid movie. I think right now on Rotten Tomatoes it's going about 82-83%.
Yeah.
This is as of
Monday
or Tuesday.
I will
so
say,
I mean, it's pretty solid. So overall, you have something to
Yeah. So I do want to go back to what I just said and reiterate. I do have some negatives. I wish there was more dialogue between the characters. It's just little blurbs here and there.
I get
most of the main cast. I wish there was more of a me or a whole group.
I kind of felt that about this film too.
A little bit of just small blurbs from each other. I felt that there could be more of a connection between each character.
Some of the
that's probably the only.
I don't know if I'm understanding it the way you saw it, but the way I saw it, kind of how you're saying is that when they would say something, it was like every time they said something, it had to be the most meaningful the most meaningful thing they ever said. Like they're philosophers and they're philosophizing.
Oh no, I'm not saying
that's what I felt. I was like Vin Diesel's driving with Letty to the Race Wars, and he's like, he can't just have a normal conversation with her like, "Yo, girl, you look good today. Yo, I like that shirt you're wearing." No, he couldn't.
That's a good bra.
He's like, "Hey, they always said that when you want to find out who you are, where you going, the best place to do it is on a long, empty road," or something like that. It's like,
that's a good approach.
Like something like that. And it's like, can't you just talk? Like, let's have some meaningful conversation. So like, I kind of was feeling that throughout the film. But overall, like, they kept it enough together that it wasn't too much. It didn't take me out of it. But I wish they would have had more meaningful dialogue.
Right.
I definitely do. Yeah, I feel that on you.
So we can agree there.
Yeah. It's just a little bit different viewpoint, but yeah, we agree. Let's go to the total overall. What do you recommend people about this film? What do you say? Would you tell them to go see it?
Guys, definitely go see this movie. Not only because it's Paul Walker, it's kind of like his
swan song.
Yeah. So it's not, this is I don't know how to describe it.
It's his final film
that you see him in, and this movie really sums it up. It brings back all the things that are good about Fast and Furious and brings them in. The Rock's in there. He's been in there for about.
He's pretty MIA for the most of the movie, though.
Yeah, but yeah. So it sums it up, guys. You gotta go see this. The action is great. You're gonna be entertained the entire time. If you've never been into a Fast and Furious movie before, I recommend watching the first three, and then going to see this movie. Now you'll be a little bit like, what's going on? So maybe watch the 6 too. But
I don't even know if I'd say that. I think that they can watch 1, then watch
because they
5,
gotta
6.
they gotta meet the Asian guy, and then they have to watch 6 for the whole thing with me.
Well, they want to. Well, what I'm saying is they could watch 1, get the characters. They could skip 2 because 2 sucked. You can watch 3. I actually particularly liked number 3. That was when Justin Lin took over, and Justin Lin was the director that brought back the series after number 2. Because after number 2, you thought this series was dead. So you could pick up number 3 and watch number 3, but it's that one I don't think is necessary. You get some good time with Han, the Asian guy.
I think you need to meet Han.
But once you pick up at number 4, 5, and 6, and then now this one, number 7, you see a lot of Han as well. So you definitely get to know Han. And in number 6, you find out how Han dies to begin with. So I mean, it kind of erases the fact that you need to even see 2 and 3. But as a fan of the series,
getting to know the characters is something you need to do in order to kind of understand the film.
But anyway, back to this film though. Let's go back to this film. You want to say, go see this?
Yeah, I'd say go see this. I'd go see it a second time. I think that everyone should go see it for Paul Walker and to see, how good of a tribute that actually they did to him. It was very well played throughout the movie. They didn't really focus on him. They focused more on Dom. But guys, go see this movie.
I definitely think people should go see it. Everybody this past weekend went out to see it in the tune of $143 million.
Yeah, that was really gross.
It was the gross for the weekend, $143 million. It grossed $15 million Thursday night. It actually is now the top grossing April film opening weekend ever. It beat out Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and that one was at $93 million. So it beat it by almost $50 million, by about $50 million. I definitely think everybody should see it. I want to go see this a second time just because I had a great time with it. I enjoyed it. The action was good.
That was really good.
The chicks were awesome. And the family, man. It's all about family.
Yeah.
We don't got friends. We got family.
I got family.
So, anyway, here's to Paul Walker.
There you go, bud. It's for you.
And I had a good time with this one. Did you, Bennett? We both did?
Both did.
Yeah, you guys should go see this one. Before you go see that, though, make sure you stay here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, follow us on Twitter, Facebook.
Make sure you retweet. Let us know in the comments below what you liked about this video, what you didn't like about this video. But always, give us a comment, even if you didn't or you didn't. Tell us what we can improve on. Anyway, that's us, Co-op Entertainment, and that's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm Sean.
I'm Bennett.
See you guys next time.
Next time.
You poured out like half your beer.
We said pour one out for the homie. I think it deserves a lot. Let's wrap it on.
Let's do it. Wrap it on.
Wrap it.
This is a condom?
About the network.
Swapping her out.
They're trying to...
They're swapping her out.
They're swapping her out.
They tagged each other in.
And